Hey guys, Kuzo here, back with another stream. Hello to people who are coming in right now, and also for the people coming in after this has been posted live. We are going to be... I'm going to copy something here and shoot it to my Insta. I'm also going to test it, just in case, the link. Make sure it's working. It's working. Cool, cool. And now, post. Coolio. Hey, what's up, everyone? First in, gang. This is what we got here. Yeah. Actually, I don't know if that Instagram thing's working. I don't know, we'll see. The swipe up doesn't work for me because swiping for me shows me the analytics, but whatever. It might look weird or it might actually work. I think I'm possessed. Oh, no, sure you're not. Let me just make sure. Let me see if there's any way of knowing. No, there's no way for me to actually know, I guess. Huh. Strange. Anyways, 26 people in. Good to see everyone. We're going to be continuing some inking here. Make sure. Yep, okay, we are on the right one. Letting everyone roll in here. What brush do you use? I use the G pen. It's a custom brush. It's the G pen that's on here, but it's custom-ish. All right, let's get going in here. Curious if that swipe up's working, but I cannot check. Oh, actually, I can check. Never mind, I cannot check. Wait, I might have a way to do it though. I might actually have a way to do it. Yes, I do have a way to... Oh, okay, it is working, okay. Yay! Anyways, we got 31 people in. Good to see everyone. That's going to make the beginning of this stream for the people who watch it afterwards kind of like, But yeah, let's get straight into some inking. You know, the other day, I had gotten a little bit of water on my glove, just a tiny bit on the pinky, and it made it so hard just to draw a little bit because I kept on moving my canvas. So anytime I put my hand on it, it would do this, and when I tried to do a stroke, it would do this. It's very frustrating. All right. want to show most of the back of the ear here, actually. Boom, 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 bam. What's up? We got 48 people in the city. Good to see everybody. What's you total drawing hours per day? Really depends. Like yesterday, I probably drew like over 10 hours. Today I woke up at 8:30 instead because I actually got some sleep. My goodness, if anyone was here from the stream yesterday, yeah, I actually got some sleep. So. I've been drawing since 8:30, and then I've eaten and taken a few, let's just say, intense bathroom breaks. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I've been drawing but see, here's the thing: you never know exactly how long you've been drawing because you'll take a second, you'll look at something, you'll be changing music, but. I know I've been having a pretty solid drawing morning. I wasn't watching any YouTube. I wasn't watching anything else. Wasn't looking for anything. I was pretty much just sitting there drawing, even though most of this morning I felt pretty bad. Yeah, 10 hours. But I made it through it. I think it was a burrito that I ate. I think my stomach was having a hard time digesting it, and it made me feel really weird. Not fun. Just curious, how much of you came here from the Instagram story I posted? I actually never know how many of you come here from YouTube notifications or the Instagram story. Hey, what's up, Johnny? Haven't seen you around in a little while. Yo, let's go, says Johnny. When is your manga coming out? Looks amazing. Well, thank you very much. It's gonna be, okay, I would have to say, at the rate that we're gonna start moving, probably next month. It's probably gonna be coming out next month, either middle or late next month. We'll see. I'm gonna be YouTube notifications. Came from the Instagram story. Okay. You need to polish your manga, dude. I need to polish my manga. We always got revisions. Don't worry. YouTube. Seems like most of you came from YouTube. So, oh, you need to publish your manga. Yeah, I'm gonna be putting it out there. And I want to be. So I've been setting up slowly, so that way most of my work can revolve around doing my manga. Like during stream, I could be doing a page that I'm recording at the same time that I'm streaming it, and then I can turn it into an actual YouTube video. And you'd be like, well, you could just screen record with OBS, like what I'm doing right now, and then I could just ask OBS to screen record it, which the reason why I don't do that is because I want the videos I post on my main channel, even if it's sped up, I want it to show my hand, and I want there to be an above view, and I want it to show the actual iPad. And what's great about this new desk I actually got, the backdrop of the desk is going to look pretty nice. I like the texture of the desk. So I've been slowly building up to try to make sure, because what you don't know is even though I went full time, I still got commissions and stuff, which, yeah, I haven't opened up public commissions, which I will be probably doing soon for at least like one, one session. It would probably be like two or three at once. Hey, what's up, third? Third. I like that song. That was pretty calming. Hopefully you guys could hear it enough. Alright, these are pretty small characters. I don't have to put a whole lot of detail into them. Oh yeah, actually I need to fully block this off because this part is actually black. We got 70 people in. Good to see everybody. Actually, this is the fastest we got 70 in a while. I don't want to practice today. Practice today. Perspective make me mad. Actually, earlier I was just practicing perspective because it's funny. You know, a lot of artists are different, and I find that most artists aren't natural artists, and when natural artists hear about how, or when non-natural artists hear about how more so naturally gifted artists, because there's different levels to this stuff, really. Someone could be much more naturally gifted than someone else, and someone could be a little bit more naturally gifted than someone else, and then someone could be literally a prodigy. Because I've seen some people that are quite literally, like, not necessarily just in the manga field, but I've seen specific artists where people may actually make like stories about these people where they're like 6 years old doing paintings that I may only be able to do when I'm finally like 50. You know, it was pretty crazy stuff. So there's obviously different levels, but most artists are the one that have to rely more so on the complete understanding of your fundamentals. Other artists have some of the more naturally gifted artists have this ability to their mind kind of grasps these concepts without actually having to explain these concepts to themselves. Their mind just kind of starts picking this stuff up, and it's just sometimes how it goes. Of course, I also know some prodigies are made in the fact that some prodigies just kept on doing the same thing over and over again since the time they're like 14, or not 14, sorry, 4 years old or 2 years old. But I'm one of the people that have to focus more on perspective and fully understanding the fundamentals. So those perspectives, I had to practice a little bit of perspective earlier. Gotta always keep yourself up to snuff. My fundamentals aren't as good as theirs anyways. Rapazor? Oh, you're probably talking about the stream from the other day. Yeah. I know the basics of 1, 2, 3 point perspective, but when it comes to anatomy perspective, I cannot do stuff. Yeah, that's something that just takes work. I don't know if Jim Lee is more of a natural artist, because he's never really spoken too much on that specifically, but there was something he said that struck me, and I was like, is this what natural artists might feel sometimes once they get to a certain point. And what he said was sometimes he's afraid that he'll all of a sudden forget the stuff that he knows or he thinks he knows, or he's afraid that one day he'll wake up and he won't know how to draw or something like that. He mentioned this during like a stream, and it wasn't that those exact words, but it was basically along those lines. And it made me realize that maybe it's because he knows this stuff. I wouldn't be afraid of that because of the way I learn. I know why I do the stuff I do. It's interesting. Different kind of artist. I'm only talking about this because I've been thinking about doing a video like this. Hey, what's up there? Bro, the bald kid looks cute. How do you draw heads from behind, dude? Heads from behind. So oh, are you talking about from directly behind? Because this is a really bad version of slightly behind, where you wouldn't actually be fully seeing the nose. This would be the ear. Directly behind, I pretty much just do almost the same head shape as normal, and then I come down like this, draw the backs of the ears. Depends on how much you want them to flap out, and I just go down and I pretty much just add a neck in there. Yeah. Bam. I use Clip Studio Pro. Are there famous artists with autism, even ones that made manga? Probably, to be honest. I mean, autism, I don't know everything about autism, but from what I know, I think they can have a hyper focus on certain things, and I would not be surprised if some artists, especially some manga artists, are like that. Because if like, there's some people who have like really high dedication to specific subjects, and they could have some slight autism, but I don't know specifically, so don't quote me on that. I'll be canceled by tomorrow morning. Are you going to publish the whole manga on Webtoons? Yes. I mean, unless I get like some offer or something, and I don't know. But for now, yes, is the answer. Oh, how do you get the panels on the sides? You take this thing. You should be able to. Oh, you guys can't see it. You should be able to see it from here. Nope. Yay. Okay. So. Oh, there we go. I clicked it right there. It's this thing. So you'll see me put it back. Oh. It won't let me. There we go. So this is it. Right here is the box. And then you take that, you go to the panel, you click it, and when you click it, it selects the panel, and you have the option. See these little arrows? That arrow, for example, if I go to this one, you can push upward. But I don't want to do that. But be careful, because if you select this panel, you might accidentally move it. So you have to really just click it and be careful with it. Or, to be extremely careful, you can move it and then back button and then it's selected. So that way it doesn't move like a tiny bit on accident. Because I've had it where I've clicked it really fast and it accidentally moved like that, and I did a bunch of other work, and then watch this. Now it's slightly off center, and that's going to kind of look a little dumb if you go to print. So actually, Oh, okay, maybe not. All right, there we go. Let's just go back to inking. Studying the hell put of your Patreon. Studying the hell out of your Patreon. Well, thank you. I'm glad it's helping you guys. I'm actually gonna be posting something there soon, and also asking the Jonin tier what they want for. I have a video that I'm gonna make, but I'm gonna ask for other videos too. Are you using your iPad? Yes, I am using my iPad. In fact, I am streaming my iPad. I connected it to my computer using OBS, and I am streaming my iPad screen. Hey, what's up, Red? One of the messages I was reading just went to message restricted. I don't know what one of the words was in there. It looked like a normal question, but it must have like took it down for whatever weird reason. Sometimes YouTube does weird stuff like that. Alright, let's get back. I don't think I have to do much more inking on this. Let me see. No, there's going to be some laughter up in this section, so I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to hop on to this next panel. I'm leaving the laughter for my assistants that I don't have, which is going to be me tomorrow. Okay. Like some people, like Third, have assistants. No, I'm just messing with it, bro. By the way, I might be hopping on here later, or hopping on Twitch later. Don't know. No, you know what? I should just kind of commit to it and say I'll hop on Twitch for like a little bit later. Yeah. 84 people in here. Good to see everyone. Hey guys, remember to hit that like button. It's gonna help it be recommended to people that are out there. The cough. sorry about that, guys. Ilias Haru, and you always picks on me. What the hell? One day I'm gonna pick on you. You already pick on me, Third. Let's go, Twitch hype. Yeah, I'm actually probably going to be posting in my stories too, because I typically don't post what I'm doing on Twitch in my stories, so that's why it's so, it's kind of lackluster on there. But definitely going to be a super huge calm stream. That's not somewhat of an oxymoron in its own kind of way. Super huge chill stream. Yeah, sure. Doing these types of like fabrics always gives me a lot of enjoyment because I can be kind of sporadic with it. What? Oh, I did some practices earlier. Oh, this is some of the first stuff I did in the morning. These were like studies over here. This was something I actually did, and then I did ink of it. I hated, so I decided not to actually keep that. Oh, and I also have these, which were some quick studies of like statues. Oh, and this is actually The pre-sketch I actually did for my traditional sketch of my Instagram post because I did that on here and I was like, yo, dude, I should do that as an Instagram post. So I did. So I'm going to try to start doing those Instagram posts like a lot more often. I'm going to be a demon god. Twitch hype, I'll be there. Sweet. You should post on Instagram. What? I didn't see the last one. The last one? The last post? You probably saw the last post. I think it said you liked it on there. But I am going to. Oh, you're saying you didn't see the last one, the one before that. You're talking about. Oh, cancel. Why would I save these heads? What? Do not. You're talking about this one? Probably. All right, let's go back over here and do a little bit inking. Finish up this hand and I'll look at chat here. But I am going to be posting on Instagram more for sure. I don't know if I'm going to be doing more videos or more illustrations. Either way, it doesn't matter what it's going to be. I mean, I am going to be posting on Instagram more. Also, I've been thinking a lot about. Got 94 people, and good to see everyone. Hit that like button, guys. I mean, hold on. Nah, you know, YouTube's probably just glitching, right? Or something like that. Right? Nah. Yeah, YouTube's just... Oh, 60? That's weird. I guess YouTube... Maybe YouTube's not glitching. 90 people in here. Good to see everybody. Okay. Let me see. What chat is saying? Like, notify us on story. I meant about the Twitch live. Like, notify us. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah. Okay. I saw your every posts. Oh, well, that's good then. I saw that. Yo, bro. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, Sparky? What? How do you do realistic hands? I don't really specifically do realistic hands. I mean, and there's no really one specific way to do realistic hands because there's so many different hands. So it's like, it's such a weird thing to kind of touch on because, like, unless the hands are like super stylized, most hands are close to real hands. Because you'd be surprised how many hands are close. There are hands of stylized hands that look like I would suggest to just kind of look it up on Pinterest. But my general way to do hands is a wedge like this, and then I put another wedge over here, and then basically from there creates this shape. We got our middle finger here. We got a knuckle, and then from there I do these like bone looking shapes. And then if I were to go in and technically erase those, it has a general feel, but that's for the sketch portion, because then I can go in and just kind of like, then boom, we got some fingers here. Yay, hand, fingers. But yeah, that is my general way of doing hands, because I base everything off of my perspective. My knowledge of my perspective. Me perspective knowledge. By the way, I have been working on... Yo, we got 97 people in here. Good to see everybody. Do you recommend streaming the process of your manga creation? I'm trying to make my own manga, but I wasn't sure if streaming myself drawing it out would be wise. I think it's completely fine. I mean, like, I'm doing it. If it's not published with a company that says you can't do it, I would say go ahead and do it. I mean, there's no problem with it. Although there's one thing that I don't like about streaming so many of my pages is you guys see a lot of the stuff before it happens. So I'm going to be thinking of other stuff as we go along. And like other things to do during streams, because I don't want people to see every single page. But let's just say this first chapter is kind of like me. Getting it out. I'm gonna get it out, and yeah, we'll see from there. But yeah, I would say definitely stream your manga. You can choose which pages you want to stream. If you don't want to stream certain pages, don't stream those pages. Like something that's like obviously kind of like a cliffhanger or something that's like for the next page. There's one page on here I've been trying to avoid, and pages towards the end of this chapter are pages that I probably won't be streaming. So perspective is my final boss. No, you have a couple other things after that, but don't worry. Remember, perspective is what you lie everything upon. So you got anatomy, you got form, you got I might have just kind of put a little bit more burden on you. Sorry about that. Oh, I got a super chat here up here with Asteroid Desut. Says, thanks for Chill's stream. Get yourself a tea or coffee, Kuzo. Thank you very much. I got some coffee right here. But I truly appreciate your super chat. Thank you very much, man. Really do appreciate it. Someone must have skeeted, because we just got Skeet McBeat up in here. Skeeter McBeater with a super chat. Do some traditional inking on a live stream. So, by the way, I'm going to start reading some other stuff here in just a moment, but I did order that funny story with anyone who was here on my stream yesterday knows that, man, we got 106 people in here. Good to see everybody. Thank you for coming in. And remember, hit that like button. It helps it be recommended in the YouTube algorithm while we're streaming, so that way we can actually get a few more people up in here. Have a family. And but yeah, so anyone who was here in the last stream yesterday knows that I was thinking about doing a... Oh, I don't know if you were here yesterday, Skeeter. So yesterday I found out that if you do this with the iPad, you can directly actually see what I'm doing here. So I found out that also, as long as I have it plugged in, it doesn't short out and take you away from the camera. So that means, you know what that means, as long as I can mount this somehow or get this above, I can actually stream traditionally above. So I actually just ordered the claw thing. It's actually a tripod that can hold iPads and tablets and phones, and it's like 6 feet tall roughly. And I'm gonna get it so that way hopefully I can actually get this thing to hang over. So I might actually be able to do that. And once again, thank you very much for the super chat, Skeeter McBeater. So hopefully, yeah, we'll be able to actually do some cool traditional streams. I know I've done traditional streams with my phone, but the quality is just so much worse than this that that's why I've been trying to. Sorry, I was reading a comment. That's why I've been trying to up my game since I've gone full time. I've been trying to find out ways to up the quality of stuff. and I think we're about to hit the roll on that without spending a fortune, because the camera I was looking at trying to get, I found out it was like $2,500, and I was like, what? And then I went and looked up another camera to try to stream traditionally. They were like, this is like the cheapest good streaming camera you can get. And I was like, sweet. And I go look it up. Yeah, no, it's like $600. They said they got it for like $300. I was like, I can do that. I can do that. And then all of a sudden, it was like $500 everywhere. And I ain't buying nothing off eBay. Let me tell you, okay? We ain't buying anything off eBay, guys. I don't want to get a brick in a box. I don't trust it. Let me get some ASMR going. The man walked up the road. Lo and behold, what he saw was something scary. I was trying to draw while doing that, but getting so close to the microphone was a little awkward while drawing. I drank too much coffee. I might have to go to the bathroom soon. That's not good. I'm actually thoroughly surprised at how many people are coming in from that. A lot of these people that are here now are probably coming in from my Instagram post, because I actually did a swipe up that worked. And I don't do swipe ups typically, but I decided to do one today. I guess I won't put his nose in. I'm always so hesitant to wonder if I should put his nose in or not. Like the nostril, I mean. And give me just a second here. Boom. Do you use screen tones in your manga? Yes, I do use screen tones. I use them selectively. I don't think I screen toned any of this part, but I was going to screen tone some of it. I saved it. I think this one has none. But I'm going to be going back and putting some in. This one doesn't have any. Like, I put in the ones for the sky. I haven't done any actual screen tones yet, though. I am going to put some in, but not too much. I'm only going to use them when I really, really feel like I need to. Alright, let's do this. Because screen tones are just, they're really cool, but it adds a lot of extra work if you overdo your screen tones. And if you overdo your screen tones, yeah, it's just, gotta watch out. I used to try to use a lot of screen tones. In fact, I think I'm going to be putting a screen tone on this one. That's what this here is for. I was planning on doing a specific lighting, where the lighting's coming from over here. And I was going to do like a soft screen tone on top of it. There we go. I'm wondering if on this one, if I should actually have the back of the shirt showing a little bit. No, not the way. I think I already thought that through. Alright. So we're gonna go down to this panel. Alright, let's get this bubble. Wow, that was one of the worst bubbles I think I've ever done. Can Owen beat Goku? No. No, not necessarily. Oh, I didn't even read it. Is Owen's whole character arc? Is it him trying to improve his self-esteem? No, not. I wouldn't really say that. I see you might be getting that from this page here, but something else is actually going on here. In the first chapter, I would say you're close to home, but you said character arc, so there's another reason why he's feeling like that right here. I almost said a little bit more stuff. I'll let the manga do the talking. Like I said, this first chapter isn't your typical first shonen chapter, even though I want this to be a shonen manga. So that's why I've been so worried about this first chapter. It's not your cookie cutter mold chapter. It does obviously have elements of like how people write a shonen chapter, but you'll see. That's why I'm so worried about it, though. Like, I don't know what it's gonna be like. I don't know what the reception's gonna be like. Also, I've been thinking more and more lately about if I should. I've just been thinking more and more lately about if I should do a lot of streaming on Twitch. And what I mean by that is, it sounds very explanatory, but what I mean by that is eventually switch to primary streaming on Twitch? I'm not sure. I like streaming on Twitch for the fact that, one, on OBS it's a little easier to do. Second of all, there's just a lot of options. So they have like membership stuff, right? And you get stuff for that. They also have that on here. And I kind of want to do membership things eventually. But here's the thing, if I do memberships, I'm going to want it to be in one location. I'm going to want one of the things to be very primary. And I was saying to myself, which should be the primary? If I'm going to do memberships on Twitch and stuff to get like special emotes and stuff, which program should I kind of lay in to be at home? Because I know I could technically record my my sessions, and I could have this be an archive and vlogging channel, this channel. But at the same time, I think I'm gonna have to slowly answer that question. First, I'm gonna have to become a Twitch affiliate, and then see how things go from there. and kind of like split some of my streaming. But if any of you guys, let's see what you guys have to say over here once you guys get to this portion. All right, let's look at everything here. We got 103 people in here. Good to see everyone. Got 113 likes. You guys are awesome. Patreon is good. Thank you very much. I'm glad you like the Patreon. It does have a lot of stuff on there for you guys. For those of you who don't know, it's got quite a few tutorials on there. Like a lot of people that ask me how to draw a head or you know, torso, hands. I even did a clothes wrinkle ones. How I study, I did tutorials on that. A lot of that stuff is on my Patreon, and those specific video ones are in the Jonin tier. So Twitch is much better for streaming. Yes, it is primarily, it is all streaming, so it's very optimized for that. Twitch has a large art community. I think Twitch is better than streaming on YouTube, in my opinion. See, that's what I'm wondering. I'm gonna have to slowly get affiliated and then see how things go and kind of like hop between the two. You mentioned you might sign into Twitch later. I don't see the link in the description. Really? You for real here? Oh my gosh, I must have gotten used to rid of it. Huh. Shoot, yo. Okay, by the way, it's literally Kuzomari, so but I'll go over here and I will get the link and post it in here for you. So this should be my Twitch. It separated the Kuzo from the Mari because of the Kuzo vlogs. Yeah, possibly. Not like me walking around and stuff, because then everyone will know where I live, but Patreon is a per month payment. It's not per post, so it's that amount per month. Hey, Kuzo, been a while, says Korez Art. Yeah, it has been. Good to see you, man. Got 102 people, and good to see everyone. Is a career in art generally viable? It's hard, just like any actual profession, but it is viable. And it really depends on what direction you want to go in. If you want to go the traditional route of basically like, if you want to go the route of being with the company, if you want to become a freelancer, if you want to do manga, if you want to do, you know, there's a lot of different options, especially nowadays, because if you become someone who does commissions or a YouTuber or someone who makes a living off of social media, that is literally a whole job in itself. Like, it just is. It's actually pretty hard sometimes. But yes, it is viable. If it wasn't viable, you wouldn't see people like me going full-time. You wouldn't see a lot of these people being full-time. There's people out there that are full-time artists online who are freelancers that you may not even know about. Or you could go into the industry, and by the way, just letting you know, there are obviously more options coming around nowadays online to be able to do this stuff. There's also Patreon. There's new manga companies always popping up. So hold on, what am I trying to do here? Okay, so this is coming our direction. Okay, I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. So, by the way, I do. Hey, 113 people in here. Good to see everybody. By the way, I did start doing my traditional inking on my new video coming out soon. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it tonight. The inking, I might, but I don't think I'm going to be able to finish the actual video itself tonight. What's this supposed to look like underneath there? Alrighty, let's look in here. How is everyone doing? Hopefully everyone over there is doing well. I'm doing alright. Got a little bit of needing a bathroom break at some point. Sorry for the repeat question. I'm just curious, how do you feel about Photoshop for creating manga? I know you use Clip Studio, but is Photoshop viable for creating manga comics? So, if you don't have either, I would see no point in getting Photoshop. You might as well go Clip Studio because it's a one-time payment anyways. But I have not used Photoshop to create manga, but yes, it is viable. It's just different. So let's just put it this way. You have to find out how to create manga on there. But Clip Studio has tools quite literally built for that stuff. It literally has a paneling tool right here. Like if I take this and I go like this, I'm cutting that in half. It literally has paneling tools put in. It has speedline tools put in. It has screen tones put in. It has all these stuff. And if you don't know how to do any of them, it's literally a YouTube search away. So it is a viable option though, yes. Make sure I got everything away. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure I'm not gonna leave something there. Okay. But if you're doing, basically, I have to say, if you're doing comics or manga, go Clip Studio. Like, it's so much better when it comes to that thing, comes to doing that specific task, because it's quite literally made for that. It's made for illustrators and comic and manga creators. Oh, hold up now. Something doesn't belong here. That eye was funky. So I was wondering if I should have it higher up or not, and I accidentally drew it high up on one side and not on the other. And I'm going to pull this up a little bit more. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. Thicken this out a little bit. Thicken this out a little bit. Oop. I'm just going to pop that through there. Do that, and I feel like I could take this and maybe straighten that out a little bit. Maybe do that a little bit. I feel like I might want to take this and pull this out a little bit more like that. Hold on, I need to look at. I feel like I'm doing disjustice to that. No, that is how it is. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and look at some comments here. I should have brought water in here. Ah. Mm-mm. You're back to being a patron, says Johnny. Sweet. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Could you make a drawing series teaching the basics to art for beginners like me, like tutorials? I actually have a series that I'm doing. I haven't put out the second installment of. It's called Learn How to Draw Anything. And that would probably be the best to do. I tried to use Procreate for comics, or I tried to use Procreate for comics use. Didn't work well. Yeah, Procreate, you can do it. It's just not made very well to do it. See, that's the thing with a lot of these programs. You can do it. You just, it's just not optimal. Clip Studio is just like, bam, you can do it here. It's made to do this. Gotta go, says Johnny. Good to see you, man. Glad you stopped in, and I'll see you around, man. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day. You can do whatever on Photoshop, so it's a lot of things to learn. Clip Studio was made for that, so they yeah, so basically, yeah, what they're saying is right. It's pretty much what I've said. So it's, yeah, you can do anything on Photoshop. It's just you're gonna have to like have a goose chase. And there's a lot of artists also that mention how they'll be on Photoshop and you'll accidentally push like a key or like a button or something, and then all of a sudden something weird happens and you don't know what you did. Like something will go completely white or a brush won't be working, and there's so much functionality in Photoshop, you'll be like, why isn't this thing working? And I've heard this happen to a lot of people, and they say Clip Studio doesn't really have that problem as much because so many keys are mapped to stuff. And you have to like Google search why this one thing isn't working for you. But by the way, I've heard people who are like illustrators and stuff like that say Clip Studio can do pretty much anything that Photoshop can do. It's just you have to know how to do that stuff on here too. But they said it's pretty much Photoshop that's built around being able to draw comics easier. Just kind of got to know where to find the tools. I think one of the things it can't really do is it's not necessarily meant for photo manipulation. So I wouldn't recommend Clip Studio for a photographer, but I would recommend Clip Studio for artists. And the reason why I say that is because, like, for example, Photoshop has like a duplicating tool. Like what will happen is you could like select this area and then color over here and here, and every time you do that and you select one area, it will mimic that area and it will create something where you could block out things, and that's how you like get rid of people in the background and stuff. We got 118 people in here. Good to see everybody. I should post this on Twitter next time too. What's up, the blinged one, the blue winged one? Oh yeah, Cash Me is basically saying that yeah, Clip Studio is a one-time purchase, except for on the iPad, it's not. But if you're doing desktop, it is a one-time purchase. Procreate is good for workflow, like do some sketches and some art pieces is really delicious, but not focus on manga pages. Yeah, I use it for like maybe sketching here and there, and I'll also use it for painting. If I want to do a full-on painting, it has easier to use brushes. Hey Kuzu, do you have any tips for the human anatomy and doing poses? Um, I would say Pinterest is your best bet for the human anatomy. Um, Tips for it, I would have to say, uh, I would say it's best to go watch. What was like? What was the name of the video? I can't even remember the video I made for it. It basically breaks down how the easiest way to learn the human anatomy. I can't believe I forgot the name of the video. Oh, the best way to practice anatomy. That's the name of the video, and it's on my YouTube channel. It's only like a few videos down. It's like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's the ninth video down. That would be the best video to watch for that, to be completely honest, because it goes more in depth than what I can just tell you right now. But the best thing I can tell you is to learn how to simplify the body parts into more simple shapes that your mind can digest easier, and then you go and learn anatomy, which you would just go and search the anatomy you need to learn, or with building up references on Pinterest, you could practice it that way. That's how I learned anatomy. And just letting everyone know who is here, I am going to be hopping on Twitch later on. It's going to be one of those like later chill streams. And when I say later on, it's probably going to be towards 7 or 8, somewhere around there, my time. So that's 7 or 8 Mountain Daylight Time. So MDT, you could just look up MDT versus my time, or what time is MTT in, and then say yours, which is Eastern Standard Time, or if you're in Germany, whatever that would be, stuff like that. Hmm. Hmm. All right. How long have we been streaming for? Been streaming for 1 hour and 4 minutes. We will be going somewhat soon. What's up, Studio Box Manga, with the super chat saying, how do you color like manga covers and illustrations? I'm having real trouble with it. Also, keep up, man. You're hella good. Well, thank you very much, man, and thank you very much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. So you're basically just asking, how do you color like anime style? I'm gonna be real, like, I do have some stuff on my Patreon for that. One of the best ones that I did on there, how I color, is one where I color Deku. I've showed you guys this before. But I'll do like a quick version of what I kind of do, or I'll at least show you. I need to get rid of some of this stuff. This is insane. This guy. I actually broke this guy all the way down. I went through the whole process of what I do here to create this. I wonder if I have the... There you go. You can clip that. I break it down on my Patreon, but this is how I do it. I do flats. It's flats, shades, deep shades, blend, color variation, highlights, touch-ups, effects. And so that is the process I use. I do the flats. I then put in the shade. So the only thing from there is learning how to do... you want to know what colors to use for your shades, how to find that shade color. So that's the step in which you have to do that, which is value and also color theory at the same time a little bit. Understanding that the shade of orange, the shaded part of orange is going to be a deeper orange that's towards red. And you're going to have to learn a little bit of value for that. And then what I do from there is I do a little bit of a deep shade, so you can kind of see what I mean here. I have a normal shade in this section right here, and then we have a deep shade right there. And then you can see what I mean by, and there's also some blending. There's some blending. So that's the shortest way I can say to color. These two parts here, this part not as much. This part is what you need to find out. If you have a hard time with flats, you're also gonna have to kind of figure out what you're doing wrong compared to other stuff if it doesn't look like other anime stuff. One thing that people have a hard time doing is making it look too either too saturated or not saturated enough. And then the color variation is this, what I'm doing here. There's a blue tint in this hair that's coming from the bottom, and the reason why, there's actually a reason why people do that, and it's called bounce light, and it's exaggerated obviously in this case, but it's from the idea that the sky is blue, and if someone's standing there and it's really bright outside, the bounce light from that blue light hitting the floor is actually making the underneath of the shades glow kind of bluish. And it's not like ridiculously blue, but it's there. But someone must have saw it in an exaggerated version of that picture, and then kind of took it a little further for some fun kind of, just pushing that. Some fun, My brain's starting to stall. I've been drawing for quite some time today. But once again, thank you very much for the super chat there. Really do appreciate it. I don't think I add a little bit of darkness right here. And I believe I filled these in. see. Alright, let me take away the sketch and see how this looks. Sorry, I was sitting here trying to think if I want to eventually add anything in this background, and I think the answer is no. I don't think I'm going to. But what I might do Man, I saved all this music that we're playing right here a long time ago. Some of like the more chill stuff like this. And I was like, there'll be a time when I need it, right? And I saved it just in case. It came in clutch. Ooh. Alright, let's go ahead and call this page decently good. Like I said, I have revisions that I go over and I do screen tones and stuff like that, so actually he has little scars on his cheeks, and I need to remember to put these in. So there's this page, there's this page, and there's this page. I am gonna have to stop streaming here soon. 1 hour and 13 minutes. What time is it? I think I'll throw in some panels here, and we're gonna be getting going here very, very soon. Boom. And this is what I mean right here. Just look at this. When I say this is made for making manga, it's just boom. Let's make that a little bit straighter. Up there, boom, boom, boom. And this is one of the things that, trust me, will save you a lot of time compared to other platforms. And then there's a bunch of other stuff too. The stabilization on here is also, cool thing about this is, I don't know if you notice, this. But one, it masks everything out for you, so that's cool, behind it. And what I mean by that is if I go here, making those, it automatically masks everything behind it out. So that's cool. I don't know how Photoshop does that. Whether it does, it probably has something that you could map to that, doing that. And also, I don't know if Photoshop specifically has something like this little thing off to the side that holds all your manga pages like this. This is so cool because you don't just have it there. Like, watch. Like, you have it there. Like, you can zoom up. Not just can you zoom up, but if you don't watch it, you can also move. You can move pages. I can move this over here if I wanted to. You can actually move pages around. And why that's important is because if you wanted to add an extra page or something in between stuff. Not much. How are you? Hey, what's up? I like the new face cam setup. Thank you very much. I thought it'd be more personal doing this stuff. So I might even do some actual vids like this on the main channel sometime at some point. Oh, no, wrong one. So hopefully that will be fun. I stopped halfway through that bubble and messed up because I was making sure this isn't on blue because I was like, man, if I did everything on blue, I'm going to be so mad right now. I know you could lock it and then just go change it, but for, believe it or not, they might have changed this, but once you create the color for these side panels here, these panel lines, I have not found a consistent way to change the color for those. It's so difficult. And there's one time where I made them blue and I had to either recreate the whole thing, which I was done with the page. Everything was to the edges. And you'd be like, well, you could just like make the panels again. It's not that simple. It's kind of dumb how not simple that part is. So it's best just to get the color correct the first time. But this was like over a year ago. Easily over a year ago. Maybe even 2 years ago. By the way, with the new video I'm working on, with the traditional ink that I'm doing for the main channel, man, I would love to gripe about some of the stuff that's going on with it here, but that would ruin some of the content for the video, so I can't. But I really want to. I want to. Also, by the way, if you're one of these people, let me see if I can find it here. If you're one of these people, you can do this. If you don't want to do your own bubble, they literally have bubbles for you that you could do this and then create a tail. Like, that, if you're not a person who likes to make your own bubbles, there you go. They have a lot of different stuff for this. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Wait. Hold on a second. Shape. Okay. Anti-aliasing? Brush? Randomizer? Yo! Doesn't that look way more traditional? You guys might not be able to tell. Hold on a second. You just saw it here. That looks way more traditional than I thought it would. Let's go even higher on the randomizing. Let's go down quite a bit. Wow! Well, that looks very traditional, actually. Except for how perfect it is. Yeah. But they also have one where you do this, if you wanted to. And you could also have the option to, like, move it around like this. And you also have the option to, like, move the bubble like this if you wanted to. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat, huh? Don't change bubble style right. No, I like doing my bubble style traditionally. Your drawings are delicious. Well, try not to eat them, please. No, I'm kidding. Cheats and what up, bro? What's up, Amari? Kuzo says Amari. I like that you draw your own speech bubbles. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to doing that. But I'm saying, like, for those people who do that type of stuff, it's there for them, you know. But I like doing my own. Did I sketch traditionally? Not for this. Not for this. I have done it on some of my pages, though. I thought you were about to trash talk people who use Bubble Tool. Nah, it's fine. Like, I have nothing against people who use bubble tools. I mean, honestly, bubbles, it's something you have to actually get used to drawing, because they can be pretty difficult sometimes. Ooh. I was watching someone who did a 3D model, who used a 3D model for a spiral staircase in perspective on Clip Studio. And at first I was like, oh dang, that's like, I don't know if I would do that. And then I thought about it and I was like, hold on. This is a background element. You're not doing it for a character, a pose, anything like that. Literally, okay, so a pose creates a scene. And you drawing this pose yourself, there's something about you creating this pose out of, I don't know. I don't have anything against people who use 3D models, but I wouldn't do it myself. But when I saw the person using the 3D model for a staircase, I quickly realized if I was the only one doing my manga and it's a background, you literally use assistants to do backgrounds, or like the things that are easily replicated, but they're just more so time consuming, because I would be able to draw a stairwell like that. It would just take time. And I realized, I was like, you know what? That's no different than having an assistant. Interesting. But when it comes to a pose that you don't know how to draw, that's a different story. I don't know. I have new school and old school morals baked into me. But I'm a person that is open and my mind can be changed. And I know that because I used to be heavily against digital art. Like I used to be like the person that was like, digital art isn't real art. It's pretty funny. And now look at me. But I do have to say the thing that changed me on digital art was how traditional it got. It's how traditional it got. That's one yummy side profile. Yeah, I know. Sometimes when you get one of those good profiles, you're like, yes, looks good. That looks good. Is using line correction for digital art wrong? I feel like I'm almost cheating because I could not use that feature if I was drawing traditionally. Depends. I don't think, for example, I'm using a type of stabilization right now that is making it easier for me to do this stuff digitally. But if I didn't have this on, I wouldn't even be able to do this stuff I do traditionally without this on, because it fixes a lot of, like, here, it's at 30. If I turn this all the way down, I can pull it off, but look at that. The problem is the screen. And even though I have a screen that has texture to it, it's just, the problem is it doesn't have enough texture to it. It doesn't have enough pool either. But let's go back to, oh, oh goodness gracious, what the 300? I wouldn't even want to know what that's like. But this gives me the most traditional feeling version of my brushes I use. Yeah, it makes it feel really traditional for me. Because, let's put it this way. This feels so traditional for me that I learned how to ink on... I learned how to ink primarily, like I learned how to get more professional looking inks with the digital software. And then that was able to translate over to my traditional work. I don't know if I just mixed up my words. But basically I learned how to ink digitally and primarily, and then I learned all those more professional techniques. They translated easily over to traditional because I didn't use too many shortcuts. But you might also be talking about if you up it too much. It really depends. For you, it depends on what you want, because some people might say photo bashing is cheating, but the truth is photo bashing is just another product. It's another way to do something in the time frame that these people want it done in. This does not look good, the way I'm doing this. I should have really just followed my lines here. And the thing is, they don't see it as cheating. The industry says, I want this in 2 hours, and it has to be this crazy looking scene. So there's all these people who now know how to photo bash now. So basically, if you're willing to live with the fact that it might handicap you when it comes to doing stuff traditionally, then do it. But just remember, it might handicap you a little bit. And it depends on how far you're going with it. but I am gonna actually have to get going here. It was super fun. We almost got this side profile done during that time before I said we were supposed to go. But in any case, for those of you who are here, remember I'm going to be doing a little bit of streaming a little bit later on my Twitch, so I'll definitely post something about that on my Instagram. It'll be super chill stream, but in any case, yeah, I gotta get going here, but I'll see you guys maybe in a couple hours on Twitch for any of you who are going to be hopping over to there. And it's just Kuzomari on Twitch. Kuzomari. But yeah, it's Kuzomari on Twitch. See you guys there later on. But hopefully you guys have a good day or night wherever you live. And see you guys in the next one. Peace out.